now I am able to
Okay.
hear you, Rajesh. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. So guys, as I promised you, I have bring out this person. His name is Sudeep. Okay. And he was my previous student and who had become their data analyst. So why I'm inviting you to just to ask any kind of questions. So if you have any kind of questions that how it is possible, what are the challenge in this process, you can ask right now. Okay. So before that, let me introduce. So Sudeep was a Sudeep, just introduce yourself. Why should I talk about yourself? So Sudeep, can you tell me your journey? How was your journey? And before coming to IT, before coming to become data analyst, what was your journey? And what is right now?
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you, Rajesh, sir, for inviting me in your
Your voice is a bit
webinar.
low.
Am I audible now? Is
Okay,
it
yeah.
audible to
It
you?
is audible for everyone, right?
Okay.
Okay, go
Uh,
ahead.
as you know, Rajesh, sir, when I came to you, I was working in one of the companies as a accountant. I have done my commerce
Mhm.
BCom degree, and I wanted to grow in my life. And when I was engaged with one of the NGOs, at that time I was getting salary only 19,000 rupees per month, and that was not enough. And I was looking for some good opportunity where I can learn and I can grow in my life. Suddenly, I came to about your advertisement in the Facebook, and it was written there that anyone can grow in IT who are having not experience in IT. Suddenly, I thought. Suddenly, I thought I should take a chance, and I contacted to you, and I got the guidelines and learn something which is really beneficial right now.
Mhm.
What I am up to because of you, sir.
Mhm. So I know that Sudeep, initially you had a lot of doubt, self-doubt. And anybody can have self-doubt. It is really possible. I can do this. You have never done this before. So what was your challenge in the beginning? What was your
Sir,
self-doubt?
challenge was only one thing. I have having only self doubt. कि हम कर सकते हैं काम के लिए because BCom degree, no technical background, that is really a tough thing that I have to take decisions. And but I have guts, I have confidence that if a guidance I get proper guidance, I can do anything, and I have to grow in my life. That passion act as a driving force for me, and I took a chance and took a risk. Without risk, I know nothing is there in my life. So I
Okay.
took risk, and that risk is returned me really what I am up
So
to.
once you get a job, first job as a data analyst,
Yes, sir.
then did you face any kind of challenge in the beginning? I think there was a lot of challenge, right, in the beginning. You did a
Sir,
course and then. Hmm.
after completion of the course, when I joined the data analysis program, I got the technical members which are really helpful for me. They give proper guidance to me, and the company provided a basic training program, and time to time your team and of course you, sir, whenever I get doubt, I contact you and you help me a lot for survival in this industry. Now I feel myself comfortable, and I want to make my career in this field, and I will grow purely
Hmm.
up to a manager level.
So how do you find the scope now? Do you find you are growing? How is the scope now going forward? I think you have how many years, how many times you have spent now? I think 1 year, right? Almost one
Yes,
and a
sir,
half,
almost 10 months is going
10
to
months.
be.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
how do you find the scope going forward? Do you think it's a right field?
Sir,
What is the scope?
I feel, sir, this is a very good time to do this data analysis
Hmm.
course, and there is plenty of opportunities are available for anybody because it has the capability to cope up lot of scopes are there, sir. I
Hmm.
will say this is the one of the growing field in the entire world
Data science
because
field.
data is everywhere, and data is playing a crucial role in any organization, and maintaining data playing with data. These are the skills. If a person have knowledge, he can grow anything. He can grow up to any level. And I totally devoted in my life in this field.
Okay. So guys, I'm inviting everyone, if you Vikram, Santosh, and Amika, if you have any kind of questions, any particular question about uh, that how it will happen, if anything, if you want to ask, so they will share his experience and you will get answers. So anybody has any questions? You want to ask any questions? Aramika, okay. Yes, Anamika, please go ahead.
Hi, Sudeep.
Hello.
How was how was your transition from non-sales to IT, like from non-IT to IT?
Ma'am, I was totally novice. I was simply knowing how to start a computer and just learn MS Excel, MS Office, how to feed data, that entry I was able to do when I was in my previous job in one of the NGOs. I was working in
Like it
Bharti
was
Jharkhand.
easy or you managed it?
No, it was, you want to ask whether kaisa tha? It was easy process, learning kaisa tha, like all the technologies, for example, SQL, Power BI, it was easy or it was difficult? Just what you want to understand.
Actually, ma'am, I was very much interested in the technology field, and challenges came. I can never know more about Excel, and Rajesh sir and teams has taught me about SQL, Excel, Tableau. These things helped me a lot. I learned several copying Google. I use as a resource in Google, Rajesh sir's materials.
So
That
how was the
helped me.
SQL? How was the SQL for you? Did you find difficult in SQL?
At
Database
the
SQL?
no sir, no sir. SQL I was really make me feel comfortable. At the beginning, learning was little difficult at the beginning, but within 3 to 4 weeks, I learned all the queries, how to run queries, how data will fetch from the table, how database will work. These things I learned from the books, Rajasthan material, and several other resources in Google that makes me comfortable. At the beginning, it was really exciting, but I put lot of effort. I I stopped other unwanted activities. I devoted myself in learning, and that make me possible. What I am up to is total my hard work and effort and the guidance I got from sir.
Thank you, Sudeep. And it is really amazing to see, to share,
And I
you
think
share.
Sudeep, you are learning Python right now, right? So how you finding Python? How's your Python journey?
Python is really very easy language. Sir. Anybody can learn it. In company also where we are working Python, I'm learning, and the teachers and team members also telling me that Python is the new technology that will boom in the near future. So
And I hope you also
Python,
learning C. I think you also learning C, C++, right?
yes, sir. C++. Totally devoted myself in IT, sir. Now I want to compete real software engineers, those who have done BTech, MCA. I will beat them in 1 or 2 years.
Okay. Okay, I have one question from the chat box that, okay. So Sudeep, he's working in a bank right now. Which bank, Sudeep? I think you're working in some bank, right?
Yes, sir.
So he's working in a bank as a data analyst. I think who asked the question? I think Abhay.
It's a
And
fintech company.
And how was your first 3 months? So once you get the job, first job, तो पहला 3 month कैसा था? It was challenging था, कैसा experience था?
I when I came to this field, I was totally feel like alien. I was working in NGO now
नहीं
in
नहीं,
fintech company.
asking after getting the job
Yes,
होने
sir.
के बाद, let's suppose आपको interview हो गया, once
Yes,
you get
sir.
the first job in this bank as a data analyst, so वो journey
Yes, sir.
कैसा था? कितना challenging था? Challenge होता था कि कैसे करें, काम कैसे करें?
Actually, sir, I enjoyed. When I started enjoying, not took as a burden, not as a challenge. I focus on learning what are my seniors was telling me that this data you have to analyze and you have to make the dashboard. I was preparing on the dashboard. I put extra effort on learning. I put extra effort on doing the task. That was
तो कभी
exciting and that
प्रेशर नहीं
was
हुआ,
really
मतलब
enjoyable.
कभी
No,
ऐसा
I never
बहुत
felt any.
प्रेशर?
No. It is better than NGO, sir.
Okay. 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 Yes. Anybody? Any questions? Santosh, Vikram, or भी questions?
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
Santosh.
Right now, you're working with which language, like Python or SQL?
No,
Python
no.
SQL.
SQL तो आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. SQL is the
If
mandatory
without
for.
SQL,
SQL में
is
करना है ये.
हाँ,
Yes.
SQL is mandatory because.
नहीं, अभी आप कौन कौन?
Hello.
He's using Power now, SQL, Power BI. Okay, and Python.
Okay.
Python is not required, but he's learning Python for do some automation. Because क्या होगा ना, going forward, आपको जैसे you become senior, then you have to become a good programmer as well. तो आपको Python भी pick up करना पड़ेगा going forward. But start करने के लिए Python is not mandatory, but that's why we teach Python as well, because Python जरूरी होता है. और क्या है ना, यहाँ पर जैसे मैं बताया था, 1 second, let me show again. कि let's suppose right now you are data analyst, okay? You want to transition into data scientist. आप वो transition कर सकते हो. Let's suppose you are now data analyst, you want to transition to data engineer बनना चाहते हो, वो भी कर सकते हो, ठीक है? Because all the 3 fields are connected to each other, ठीक है? But वो transition
So it's
करने के
entry.
लिए, या entry करने के लिए
तो अभी
become,
entry के लिए.
yeah, entry करने के लिए go as a data analyst, जहाँ पर learning curve is less, ठीक है? उसके बाद 1 साल 2 साल के बाद अगर आपको ट्रांजिशन करना है, बिकम डेटा साइंटिस्ट, आपको मशीन लर्निंग में जाना है, वहां भी जा सकते हो, बट वहां थोड़ा सा लर्निंग बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. जैसे पाइथन आपको बहुत अच्छा कमांड करना पड़ेगा. लेट्स सपोज यू वांट टू बिकम डेटा इंजीनियर बनना है, जैसे बिग डेटा, हडूप, स्पार्क, क्लाउड, वो करना, उसमें भी जा सकते हो, लेकिन उसमें लर्निंग कर्व ज्यादा है. ओके, सो गोइंग फॉरवर्ड आप उसमें भी इंटर कर सकते हो, बट फर्स्ट एंट्री इनटू डेटा एनालिस्ट, विच इज द लेसर लर्निंग कर्व इन दिस फील्ड. और अगर चाहो तो डेटा एनालिस्ट में ग्रो करना चाहो तो यहाँ भी ग्रो कर सकते हो. यहाँ भी मैसिव ग्रोथ है इन दिस फील्ड एज वेल. या डेटा आर्किटेक्ट इज सेम, और डेटा आर्किटेक्ट इज द नेक्स्ट लेवल. It's very senior level. Okay, so आप डेटा एनालिस्ट भी, if you want more in the technical side, you become data architect going forward. But अभी के लिए नहीं है. You will start as a junior, maybe data analyst. Going forward, you will become data architect. वो भी एक position, data architect या manager या lead, that can be your next role. Vikram is asking how many interview you face with first offer. So सुदीप, कितना आपने इंटरव्यू दिया था? रिमेम्बर नंबर कितना फेल हुआ?
12.
10-12 इंटरव्यू दिया था. आई रिमेम्बर कि लगभग 7, मुझे रिमेम्बर है 6 से 7 इंटरव्यू बहुत ही बेकार गया था. he was not able to connect the dot,
Yes,
but करते we work on the gap, कि कहाँ पर गैप है. जैसे SQL में he was not comfortable in the joins, कि joins कैसे करते हैं, तो there was some lacking in joins, उसमें काम किया. उसके बाद Power BI में there was some problem. So keep giving interviews, so you will find your gap, कि कहाँ पर gap है, then you will reform, you will rework on that. So generally
taught me so many things.
Yes.
Each interview has taught me learning lesson. I
Yes.
learned from my previous mistakes. Then I keep on improving.
देखो पहला इंटरव्यू आपका, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, I told everybody that first 6 to 7 इंटरव्यू आपका बहुत ही खराब जाएगा. You don't have to expect कि मैं इंटरव्यू क्रैक हो जाएगा. Okay, why? Because you have to learn from your failure. So 6, you have to keep your mindset, next 10 interview I'm going to fail. 10 इंटरव्यू आपका खराब जाएगा ही जाएगा. That is my challenge. उसके बाद you will start improving. Okay, so तो आपको शुरू में फेल होना पड़ेगा. So don't worry, you have to fail in 6 interviews, 7 interview. उसके बाद the result will come. देखो, we are humans, okay? We keep learning from our mistake. आप एक ही बात बार-बार करोगे, mistake करो, you will learn ultimately. There's no any rocket science in it. Okay? Yes. Any more questions, guys? Anyone has any questions? Ask question. Okay, I'm just inviting you. This is the right time. You can ask any question. अगर कोई भी doubt है, कैसे होगा, something like that, you can ask any questions. If you don't want to speak, you can put in chat box. Like, I would highly recommend, see, if you want to become data analyst, then you have to speak. Okay, इसमें speaking की बहुत जरूरत होती है. You have to very good communicator. Speak करना पड़ेगा आपको इस फील्ड में. because your role will be more like a business side. You will be interacting with the business people. You will be always giving presentation. So you have to speak more. So please speak. If you have any question, please talk, please speak. And don't put in chat box, just speak. Any questions, guys? Okay. A lot of noise. Okay. Okay, no problem. Vikram. Azhar.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Rajesh, sir. So
Yes.
actually,
Yeah,
I
tell
want
me.
to ask Sudeep. Hi, Sudeep. This side, Azhar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, one thing I wanna ask. So during interview time, so what type of question they was asking there related to like your technical, like be Power BI questions or SQL questions or Excel question? What type of question they was asking there?
Sir, I joined a training from Rajesh sir, and I taken all the interviews on the basis of my past experience. So that was more about my previous job work experience, what I have done in my previous job. So Rajesh sir taught me. He made my CV resume according to my previous job. So according to my previous job, I answered, and yeah, you are right. They are focusing on SQL commands. They asked me to write queries, how you will fetch data from a table which having least salary of an employee. This kind of
So
questions they were asked.
so how many rounds happened there? Like practical part or like theory part, like how many rounds happened there in interview time?
Two rounds were there. One
Yeah,
is technical
generally
round.
it will be 2 technical rounds. First round, second round, then third will be manager round or HR round. Generally,
Okay.
two technical rounds hoga.
So
Sir, I want to add one point.
Hmm.
So, is there any practical like here Azhar has added that they will be doing some coding also in the interviews?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, SQL में they will ask coding like SQL command लिखना पड़ेगा. I saw you
So-
right.
Okay.
Query,
Select
mostly queries, sir.
queries.
Queries.
so
They will
can
ask-
they
Simple queries, not
Okay,
very
okay, sir.
no
Yeah,
one
on the paper,
one-
they will not give a system. They will give a paper. Okay.
on the
Okay.
paper.
So on the paper,
Same
they will
paper.
ask that query. They will give some scenario. You have multiple table, and you have to pull the record from this table. So you have to write the query on the paper.
So is there any question related to Power BI? That means like how will you represent your data and how
Yes,
will you
yes,
show?
yeah.
Yes,
They will,
yes,
yeah.
yes, they will ask. They will ask.
Definitely they will ask, right?
Yeah, 80%, see, 80% question will be asked from Power BI because that is your main topic, Power BI.
So that is mostly
Most
basically
important, yeah. That
theory
you have,
part only, right?
yeah, theory part, like all like data source, connectivity, there are a lot of questions. So 80% question will be from Power BI and maybe 10%, 20% will be from SQL. And couple of, if you are showing Python, then they can ask couple of questions from Python as well. But majority of question Power BI se aayega, majority of the question.
Like whatever I include my resume, say they will ask related to that,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
अब वही आप क्या show करते हो? What you showing to the recruiter people?
No, the Sudeep was added one thing like the gapping period. In gapping period, what I have done, so I have to put there, like
Yes,
like
yes, project. Yeah, that's your project. Yes.
okay, yeah.
तो आप
that's
जो भी
fine.
project पूछोगे, question will ask from the project side कि what you have done in this project. They will ask question from the project. तो प्रोजेक्ट को आपको जस्ट मेमोराइज कर लेना है, जब तक उसको इतना रट्टा मारना है, इतना मेमोराइज करना है कि इट बिकम द मेमोरेबल. आप इसको तो मेमोराइज कर लोगे.
Correct.
तो they will ask question from project.
Yeah. Only one question I have remind. Okay,
Mhm.
like how many months you have done your courses, all these things, like
7 to 8 months. Sir.
7 to 8 months, because you was the non-IT, and
Yes.
those who have the IT guys and who have all the knowledge, then how many months they will take to like tackle such type
No,
of
even
interview?
for IT guys, because IT you may be in different department. For example, you can be Java developer, you can be XYZ, right? So even you are IT, because these are the new field for you. Okay, so even for you, you have to learn these things. So 4 months तो लगेगा only learning करने में. Okay, and after that आपका after 4 months, you will start giving interviews. So interviews it will take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, that depends. So it does not matter whether it's a IT people or non-IT people, that amount you have to give. 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, that will be, you have to invest that amount. Okay. Any more questions? Please guys, ask questions if you have any questions.